Today, aka Padders, we're talking more Hall of Heroes. Hall of Heroes, arguably the most influential comic book collective movement that we saw stemming out of the 90s. Young dudes, talented dudes, new publishers, new ideas, and some, like all three of them, right here, Snowy, Creed, and Cyberfrog. All alive today, all living on crowdfunding today, but we're going to focus on Snowman. More specifically, a Snowman action figure. The chosen one, my aka Padders. May I introduce to you Matt Martin. Clearly, Matt Martin's Snowman. Still being published today. Still being crowdfunded today. By chosen one, Matt Martin, when we look into his earlier work, and we will do that this week because this is Christmas week here on the channel. We've previously explored, we went through Matt Martin, we're going to tap into it again. Matt Martin came from a class of comic book writer, creator, artist. Hall of Heroes. A group of young kids. They got cobbled together, they were slinging the ink, they were throwing out their ideas, but we got something like Creed. Do you guys remember Creed? Creed. Over here, this is this order from Creed. Creed also got an action figure line. So let's just put that down there. So you had guys like Trent Kanuga. He was making Creed. Matt Martin came in with Snowman. And then we had Even Vane Kyber. EVS. The Human Sunshine Beam. The pie-eating fool. Just over that bridge, by the way. He's not far from me. Doesn't even follow me. He doesn't even follow me on Twitter. Like, what's wrong with him? So, EVS creates Cyberfrog, creates Salamandroid. This time of Hall of Heroes is largely forgotten. No cap. It's so much forgotten. People don't associate the Hall of Heroes era, we'll say, in independent comics as the true Image 2.0. Young company, young kids, fresh, crazy, fun ideas. EVS used to write letters in the Creed pages and back and forth. There was like this fun rivalry, this fun ball busting of these three guys. But during this time, the one to emerge that went through multiple publishers that got real action figures. And for some weird reason, this is me just playing along with those who toe the line. Getting an action figure or making an action figure of your comic book is maybe the worst thing you can do. Now, it could be part of a business model of an overall property if you have enough of an audience. So many independent creators are hung up on action figures. And why would you want to get involved with action figures? I don't know. Their comic books take a far backseat. Meaning the books sink and all the attention goes into the action figure. Where if the comic book was strong and powerful and thought out, and you go through the reins of these issues to sculpt your process and to make a good story, make great characters, make, dare I say, a wonderful product. This is too much hard work, and people rather get an action figure of a comic book that is slightly okay. Strong comic books will change the world. I'm convinced of that. But Matt Martin here, he got rendition here. See? Rendition. and it was part of a, you know, like a adjacent line, all girls. But Matt Martin, sometimes partners come along and they say, hey, let's just do this thing. You have a popular comic book, and you say okay. But at the end of the day, Matt Martin, with or without the Snowman action figure, continued the idea of this product, of this story, of this character. The lore alone in these comics is fun. It's fascinating, and it's all of the things properly geeked. It's like all the geek things we like about a legacy character and lore, and going through history and showing up in moments of history like WW2. It's in here. I always wanted to crack this open. I was originally planning, and we still might do that video. I wanted to do a video where I open up Snowy here, a Cyberfrog action figure, and some of the Creed action figures. That's long been on the list of this channel. Haven't quite got there yet, but it's Christmas, so let's at least open up one of the ones I was able to pull from my inventory, because guys, I got so much stuff, I don't know what to do with it sometimes. But hey, it's action figure time. Let's go. AKAPADers. Just in case if you saw it previously when I was showing off a couple of the covers and interiors of Snowman. Can we just dead and dying look at this cover? I did a video some time ago that it was a little bit of a declaration. The early potential of Matt Martin, I really feel like he had the potential to be the next Todd McFarlane. There was just this dark energy, this dark anger, if you will, to his work, which you saw in a lot of the Hall of Heroes titles. But when we look at his raw black and white work, I mean, there's just so much McFarlane in it. That's the point I was trying to get across in the intro. I'm not sure if I was clear on it. So here's the cool thing. I don't know if you guys noticed. There's 3 decapitated heads in here. We have a window box. This cardboard, this packaging is insanely sturdy. Bear with me. I don't know exactly what to expect. Rendition, co-produced by Avatar. This is, oh, excuse me, hit the camera. This is the variant that has like a gold tint to it. And we're somehow stuck. We're stuck. There we go. Empty box. But there he is. Dude, I love the heads. We can use some scissors. Do we have scissors? No, we don't. Let's just use the razor like men. That one took a little bit more. Hey, if you're not willing to embarrass yourself, don't go on social media. We want good comics. We want high quality comics. We want epic storytelling, characters we love, supporting characters that basically are us, aka the audience. This is a lot of the untangibles when people analyze what makes a good comic. There's a lot that works in the comic that isn't trackable. That's why you need a ton of practice making them. Smells like plastic, smells like vinyl. Dude, these heads are awesome. And I would assume one of these heads is Mac Martin. But we know these are people, right? Who are these 3 heads? But there he is. What a cool looking figure. So there was like all white, where a lot of the silver or like the gold or bronze spotting you see here. There was a run of these that had blue. So it was light blue. Then I believe there was an all bloody one. But it kind of makes you want to say, I guess you can put the heads in here. Let's just get this going. Oh, that sucker broke right off. But, oh, and it comes taped. So I guess we can put a head in here. Let's see if we can pop that back into place real quick. There we go. All right, let's put some heads in there. All right, a little bit more of a perspective of the drawing table, but here's our boy. Isn't he awesome? We can just put the villain boys together. Get a little bit of a shot of Discord. Or Disorder, I'm sorry. Disorder. This is Disorder. I may have called him Discord up until now. Disorder. And Snowy. Now, Snowy's a little bit like a Swamp Thing. He's not exactly a villain, but he's not exactly nice to the heroes. Or to the antagonists, the focal points of the story. I think we need to fully rip these out. Very cool. We gotta get this. I mean, a glow-in-the-dark one of these would have been awesome. Here we go. Let's just get like a little bit of a close-up. Really nice detail. I mean, these have got to be the Holy Hero guys, right? That's Matt. Is that EVS? And is this Trent? Or this is EVS. That's Matt. And this is Trent. So here, let's just get him in there. Eat your human heads. There you go. And we'll put the one without the hat or the do-rag in the mouth. Maybe. Let's get the visuals of the looks in there. Here we go. So we can see the faces. It's wild. Action figures during this time were completely wild. I hate to say it, they just do not make them like this anymore. I view this as a degradation in the market. Which is funny too, because the comic book market, the people that go into, oh, these are just falling all over the place. The people that go into comic shops now, they're older individuals. Maybe we could just stick them in like this. Right there. It's a bloody mess. All right, AKA Padgers. Merry Christmas. We got more coming.